Hey Gemini, welcome to my channel. This is EMC Tarot and this is your mid-October 2019 reading. Hope everybody is doing well. We'll get right into it. But first, thank you for all the likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. I truly, truly appreciate it. And yeah, Gemini is a great sign. I'm an Aquarius, so we're like very similar. And we're both air signs. So yeah, I have a lot of good friends that are Geminis. So let's get right into it. I'm going to use the Doreen Virtue Angel cards. And I'm going to pull a few cards from the Denise Lynn Sacred Traveler Oracle card deck. All right, so we're just using that to activate the cards. Hope everybody is doing well and enjoying their month of October. We are halfway through the month and in the final stretch of 2019. So crazy. So anyway, I'm shuffling these sideways because my hands are small and it's just easier for me to do them sideways. And yeah, that's just all I got. That's all I can do. So I pull based on what I feel, unless they fall out. If they do, that means great. But if not, I just pull what I feel is right. I know some readers do it by what's pulling out, but I feel like if you're shuffling and shuffling and shuffling, you know, you're not going to get, for me, you're going to get, you know, where you're drawn to pull out the cards. So I do that when it says stop. So, oh, or like that when it falls out. So we got 4, just going to pull one more and see what we got. Here we go now. All right, so I'm going to read them across and then I will kind of give the overview, okay? So we have the Knight of Air. This is events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Creative solutions. We have 9 of Air, expecting the worst. Self-fulfilling prophecies. Sleepless nights. In the middle here, we have the Knight of Water, which is falling in love or wedding proposals. The need to balance emotions. An invitation to a social event. That sounds great. The High Priestess. Archangel Haniel, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. And the Two of Fire, you've come into your own, new partnerships or contracts, continue to move forward. All right, Gemini, so what do we got going on here? In the beginning here of the reading, perhaps in the beginning of this 2 weeks, mid-October, there's a lot that's going to be coming at you. Things are going to be changing. And there's going to be opportunities and maybe some stuff that makes you a little uncomfortable because it says here you're expecting the worst or some sleepless nights, self-fulfilling prophecies. So maybe there's things that are coming in that are good, but maybe there's things that are coming in that you feel are bad. And in your bad, maybe again, it's just in your mind that they think you're bad and it's causing you these sleepless nights. Now, whether that is in love, in career, in your finances, you're going to work to find some creative solutions for this stuff that's happening, but you're also going to be worried about the negative. So you have like this doom and gloom kind of mentality over things where it's really causing you a lot of anguish and concern and overstressed about it. Yeah, it's just that things are just moving really fast for you and you're just a little like, oh my gosh, is this for real? So maybe there's actually good things because I'm looking at this card here and it's falling in love or wedding proposals and a need to balance emotions, an invitation to social events. So maybe there's this like, you know, you're thinking that a relationship is failing and it's not, and the person comes back to you and confesses their love and how they want to be together and maybe even proposes, and you're just like, oh my goodness, like, and so you're just overwhelmed with all this stuff that can be coming in, and it may seem stressful because, you know, it's always stressful when our dreams are manifesting, right? Because you're like, no, this can't be true, like, you know, it's just, you know, waiting for the shoe to drop type of mentality when you shouldn't be, because it looks like it's really, really happening for you here. The High Priestess talks about listening to your intuition, having patience, considering carefully what you want before acting. So perhaps if you do get an offer of love or proposal or some kind of invitation to go somewhere with a significant other, carefully think about that. And this is something that you truly want. So maybe, a lot of this anguish that you were having in the beginning here at Sleepless Nights is because something that they did that you don't feel, that you haven't let go of, and they haven't given, them, they haven't you haven't forgiven, and they haven't given their apology for. And you're just like, I don't know if there's something I can overcome. And so it's just a matter of trying to figure that out. It may not be something that's so bad. Again, these are all general readings, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But it could be that it's just something, that you need to think about and give some thought before you jump in and say, yes, 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 I'll marry you. Or yes, 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 I'll take you. Let's go on this date or something. So again, maybe, it could be just your fears, your nerves, but just think about it and make sure it's really, give it some thought before it happens, So if you think like, if he or she were to propose, would I accept? And am I, in that place? Like, I guess the question to ask is when someone is going to get married is the question to answer yourself is, why do I want to get married? And really ponder that question, because I think people have different answers, obviously. Some have great answers that make valid sense. Others I've heard, in the past from other people, it's like, that's not a valid reason, it's like, you're not getting married because, well, they're going to be able to give me a nice home, or like, superficial stuff. Like, obviously you want to have a home, but like a lot of it, like, well, he's rich, or I don't know, like just like things that are superficial. So you got to really go like, what's your goal, like long-term, to be with this person? What are the qualities that you want in a relationship? And does this person have them? And vice versa. Do you have them? Do you have what they need? And, vice versa. So think about those things. And then in the end here, you got Two of Fire. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. So whether it's a partnership in love, whether it's financial, it looks like, you're coming into your own, you're coming into a good place, and you're like, you know what? Yeah, this is what I want. And you're happy about it, and it's a good feeling. So yeah, it sounds exciting, Gemini. You can be having some interesting days ahead here in October. All right, let's pull a few of the Denise Lynn. This one's sticking, so that means it doesn't want to come. So let's keep going. Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. All right, let me just put them up, and then I'm going to read Passion and Pleasure, Savor Your Life, and Ascending the Mountain. Keep going forward, which is kind of like that. Continue to move forward, right? So both of them talk about continuing to move forward. So Ascending the Mountain. Passion and Pleasure, Savor Your Life, and Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. So I'm just going to read from the book, because it has like a special message for each card that, I can't memorize these, so I have to read it. But I like to have my YouTube followers get the message. All right, so for the Ascending the Mountain, it's okay to stumble or fall down. Don't stay down. Just don't stay down, sorry. Do not allow yourself to be limited by the beliefs of others, or even by your own limiting beliefs or fears. Go beyond boundaries of self-imposed barriers. Live passionately and courageously. Keep moving forward fearlessly. Speak up for yourself. Honor your truth. This isn't the time to be timid or hold back. Go forward gallantly with your banner of truth waving in the wind. You are a light bearer for others. And again, that's like, not limiting yourself by the fears. And I think even these self-fulfilling prophecies here, the sleepless nights, this worry, is exactly that. Like, don't limit yourself by these beliefs and, these old programming, this old mental beliefs that you have about things. And maybe, it's just old programming. And it's just a matter of reprogramming, like you do a computer. And during the Mercury retrograde, it's probably a good time, reprogram, because things are going to go, wacky with technology. So think of it as we got to reprogram even energetically. Passion and pleasure. When the traveler meets a band of gypsies, the traveler stops to dance into the early morning hours. Sometimes we get so caught up with wondering what's around the bend and worrying about our current challenges that we forget to focus on what's great in the moment. You're not meant to simply work hard and be diligent and practical. Embrace pleasure wherever you can. Allow your senses to be satiated. I can't say that word. Satiated. Oh, gosh. Find and explore the beauty around you. You don't need to suffer to grow. You can grow spiritually by leaps and bounds through joy. Dance, eat well, and drink. Share joy wherever you can. So yeah, I think this whole celebration that's coming and this invitation is something fun. You know, maybe you just have fun that day and just really, you know, whatever the invitation is, just enjoy yourself, you know. And then we have solitude. Your power is born in stillness. Sometimes a traveler is in such a hurry to reach the next peak that he gets separated from his spiritual journey. However, when the traveler takes time alone, everything falls into perspective. Take time out of your day to be completely quiet. Take deep, slow breaths. Imagine inhaling vitality and exhaling all that is not needed. Affirm that all is well. Move past the chatter and chaos on the road of life. Be still and hear the voices of your higher self and spiritual guides. Yes, all is well, Gemini. You got some, you know, don't change the programming because you have some beautiful stuff ahead, you know, in some kind of relationship, some kind of proposal here. So I hope you found this reading helpful. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my info is in the description box. Have a wonderful rest of October. Namaste.